Security is top of mind at the Republican National Convention today in Milwaukee, just a couple of days after an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump.
And among those in attendance, many Texas leaders reacting now to the shooting. Jayla Washington reports on day one.
Take a look at what happened.
The moment that's been on replay since the assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump. It not only rocked the Republican Party, but emboldened it.
I kept standing. Everybody else around me was either on the ground or kneeling or crouching down.
Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller there when it happened, and now among state and Austin area representatives in Milwaukee at the Republican National Convention.
The events of this weekend have really galvanized the Republicans, and I think they're going to turn out en masse.
Many united and reinvigorated after Trump got shot, rally attendees killed and badly hurt.
It's a miracle that they didn't kill him. And I think there's a real appreciation that we have a nominee like him.
Some opted out of going to the convention, while others are using this as an opportunity to speak out about what they think should happen moving forward.
We have to get questions answered. Why was someone within 130 yards of the President of the United States with what seemingly was a direct shot at the President, and we did not know about it?
NBC News reports the Secret Service did not change any of its security plans ahead of the convention this week, saying it is confident in what's already in place, despite the assassination attempt. Some representatives, though, hope now what happened might lead to more listening on both sides and more common ground.
I hope it brings our country together. I hope we have less vitriol between the two parties. I hope we can just talk issues. That's what matters to the people.
Jayla Washington, KXAN News.
And Texas leaders also reacting to former President Trump announcing Ohio Senator J.D. Vance as his running mate. Governor Abbott issued a statement on social media saying, quote, "A great decision by President Trump. President Trump and his VP Vance will make America great once again and unify our nation. America's future looks brighter with their leadership." Now, going in depth on a Texas connection to the man identified as the would-be Trump assassin. The shirt that the gunman was wearing is merch sold by a YouTuber named Matt Carricker. Carricker owns the Demolition Ranch channel with more than 11 million subscribers. He describes it as not your average gun channel. Most of the videos consist of firing handguns and assault rifles at targets that include human mannequins. In a video posted today, Carricker said he stays away from politics on his channel and can't vet who buys his merch. He adds his channel is not meant to incite violence or hate.